I'm Megan Hosteller. I'm the producer of the In the Beginning, Our Purpose event, and currently we are getting ready for Britt Nicole to come in and just have an intimate worship night with here at HU with all of our students. We're currently getting ready for the camera team to come in, as well as the lighting and everything like that. Our whole team has just put in a lot of effort and time into this event, and we're just really excited to see how it pays off.
One of the big goals for this project is from our community. We want to bring people into this worship night to come in and have a really great experience, to be impacted. We want people to come in and worship God, and ultimately the goal is about finding our purpose. A lot of people are trying to figure out, hey, what's my purpose? Where am I supposed to be going? What am I supposed to be doing the next 5-10 years? There's going to be a lot of change happening. So what am I supposed to be doing? So the goal of the event is to help people find that purpose through worshiping God, through asking the Holy Spirit to grant us wisdom in these moments, grant us wisdom this night as we sing praises to you, as we receive wisdom from you, as we receive your truth tonight, and ultimately come together in a corporate community to praise you together.
When I saw the name of this, actually the first time I saw it, I think was like on Instagram, and I was like, wow, this is so cool. In the beginning, our purpose. Like, this is truly why we were designed and created, was to worship God, you know? And so I love the name of it. I love that, you know, they had a heart and a vision to bring this to their school. And honestly, I've just been so excited, like leading up this whole month. Just my spirit has felt really excited and stirred for what God is going to do tonight. What's cool about it is it doesn't feel like it's about like one particular person. It just feels like, even the way it's set up, it just feels like this is about everyone and just coming together for one purpose.
It's another night and a rainy night on Huntington University's campus, and we've got a good one in store for you this evening at King Stadium. A little rainy earlier in the day. Our crew did a nice job getting things ready for us here tonight, and we're just about set for first kick between the Huntington University Foresters and the Bethel Pilots. I'm Preston Husband alongside Ross Gosnell. We thank you for tuning in to FTN Sports here tonight. And we've got some Huntington University soccer on deck, Ross.
Yeah, absolutely. It's a great night for soccer. It's not raining right now. It's just absolutely perfect between these two teams that we have here tonight, here at King Stadium.
We will take you through the national anthem here in just a moment. It's just about time for the national anthem and prayer here inside King Stadium. Stay tuned in. We've got 45 minutes of soccer up next on FTN Sports. Welcome back into King Stadium. Preston Husband alongside Ross Gosnell. It's another good matchup here tonight. It's the reigning national champions coming into town and taking on the Huntington Foresters. Take a look at the first 11 for HU here tonight. Up top, Sam Dolo-Bapu having a huge year in his freshman season for the Foresters. Eduardo Moretti joining him. Alongside Cooper Foshi and Garrett Kleffiker in the back, along with Coven Drenth as well, who's a midfielder playing a little defense here tonight. Dan Pellegrin alongside him in goal. Across the middle, Owen Leland, Bernardo Coelho, Delesh Patel, and Tiago Costa. It's Jao Ratinho and, as mentioned, Sam Dolo-Bapu up top. For the visitors, the Bethel Pilots, we will not have them on a graphic here tonight, but we will take you through some of those names. Tiago dos Santos, a defender wearing number 2, alongside Pedro Larancato. Hefter Pereira, a defender wearing number 6. Andres Maza, Julian Vargas, Diego Arrieta, Luan Bressi, Miguel Martins, Sammy Sharaf Amal, and Sode Kokeksu. And in goal for the Bethel Pilots is Mathis Niehaus. That is the starting 11 for the reigning national champs at the NAIA level, Ross. And the Foresters are in a big game here tonight.
Yes, they are. It's going to be a physical, what I like to call it, a conference slobber knocker. That's what I define this game right here tonight, Preston.
Ross bringing out the dictionary here early, and we're just about ready to bring out the whistle for first kick. The Foresters and the Pilots sitting at 1-0 in the conference so far this year. And this will be a highly anticipated matchup. These two teams will not necessarily show a lot of hate tonight, but they're not going to be best friends either on the pitch.
Yeah.
We're ready to roll. The Pilots in their away blue, the Foresters in their long sleeve green here tonight. Another night game at King Stadium, the first season for the Foresters being able to play under the spotlights at home. Bethel, high flying offense, and they try to send one into the box here early and often. That's Bressi, who has it on the left wing, working against Cooper Foshi. Pilots work one across the middle, headed into the box. Pilots rip one. It's a little high as that one stays off goal. First shot of the night comes from Sharaf Amal.
Yeah, that was just a great play there. Like, it was a little too high there for Bethel.
It's actually Miguel Martins who had that first shot, swinging in there. Wearing number 22 here tonight. You'll see Sharaf Amal wearing number 23. Foresters coming off a win in their first match in the Crossroads League. The Pilots, same thing, 2-0 winners against Spring Arbor. They come in 7-2-1 on the year. They are led by head man Tiago Pinto, and he's got a really solid program, clearly looking at the results from last year. Kleffiker working with Drenth, the midfielder who plays defense for these Foresters, sends a long ball forward, quickly stepping up to take care of his Niehaus. Something to watch here tonight, Ross, is this Bethel side is made out of mostly foreign players. I believe only 3 to 4 players on the Pilots side are actually from the United States, so that's another reason why they've had a lot of success, a lot of German influence, along with Peru, Brazil, Mexico. A good recipe of success for Coach Pinto and the Bethel Pilots.
Yeah, I have to agree on you on that, Preston. You get more international soccer players here just anywhere now because soccer itself is just a more popular sport than you see here in the United States.
It wasn't the most pleasant day in Huntington, Indiana, but right now the temperature is cooling off a little bit, and the crowd still showing up for this big matchup within the Crossroads League. Bethel continue trying to push the ball forward. Koketsu tried to get a touch on it. The Foresters able to hold it off. Drenth plays it off the leg of a Pilot, and that'll be the first goal kick of the night for HU. It'll be important for HU to stay locked in throughout this match. We know it's going to be gritty. We know it's going to be a little back and forth, probably a couple of.
And it's also going to be a slobber knocker, too.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting to watch this one as Costa brings it down, tries to play it to the middle to Sam Dolo-Bapu. Bethel able to retreat. Dos Santos picks it up. Play it back to his defensive partner, Larancato sends it forward. Bethel wins the first ball, and it's pulled down right at the half by Bresci. Brazilian hits it off the left foot of Moretti, who's in there for the Foresters starting 11 here tonight. Drenth loses it. Bethel has their first chance to attack. Luckily for the Foresters, coming back and knocking that one back to Pellegrin was Kleffiker, and Foshi has to take control now. Bethel working down the left wing. Ball sent into the middle. Drenth plays it out with the right foot. Good chances so far for Bethel.
The key for the Foresters is, can you keep the ball in possession with them for the rest of the game?
Bethel loves to possess, but they'll also strike like they're trying to do here with Koketsu, native of Japan. Drops it off to one of his teammates. Shot from outside the box. Pellegrin takes care of his first attempt of the night. One attempt, one save, and those aren't going to come as easy as normal with the wet conditions.
No, it isn't, Preston. I can tell you that much.
You can see some of those shots skip right in front of the goal. Pellegrin picked that one right off the turf and was able to collect it easily. Still a lot of pressure being applied here early by Bethel. Dos Santos sends one towards the top of the 18-yard box. Dilesh Patel is shoved and will win the first free kick of the night for the Foresters. Talk about someone who's been a bright spot. Dilesh Patel did not start the first few games of the year, but now he started the last 8. He scored a goal, and he's arguably been the best playmaker for the Foresters, leading the team with 4 assists. Kind of like the point guard on the basketball team, except you're going to see him out here on the pitch tonight trying to work balls through to his attackers. Igor Barbieri not in the starting lineup tonight. I'm sure we'll see him later. If you can bring your goal leader from last season off the bench, your team's in a pretty good spot for the Foresters, but the same can be said for Bethel. Koketsu working through the left side. Dilesh Patel and Drenth working 1-2. The two freshmen keep in possession. They'll go back to Dan Pellegrin. It's good to see him back in goal after a scary injury a couple of weeks ago here in a night game at King Stadium. Luis Costa did a great job holding it down while Dan was out. Sam Dolobapu looking down the left side. He's got Tiago Costa there. Costa picks it up on the skip, but just knocks it out of play. First real chance for HU to attack.
Yeah, that was just a great play there for HU, but Bethel's defense kept their eye on that play there.
And I think we saw a little bit of the conditions there. That ball just skipped a little too far on Tiago Costa, and he was just unable to get a good enough touch on it. So that leads to a goal kick for the Bethel Pilots. Pilots continue to be a strong side in the Crossroads League. The Foresters trying to hang in there with one of the top teams in the country tonight. Another chance here for Bresci as he rips one with the left foot. Deflected. Koketsu steps up and can't get it to go.
Wow, that was just a great play there for Daniel there to make the play there for the Foresters. But unfortunately, Bethel missed their shot there on that goal.
Yeah, it was a really good chance on that left side for the Pilots. Just couldn't make it happen. You saw there at the end, Sodai Koketsu stepping up with the left foot, just couldn't tuck it right side past Pellegrin. A couple of the Foresters asking for an offsides. They were not granted with that. Pellegrin rips one down to the other part of the pitch. Sam Dolobapu, the freshman, gets a touch on it. Leland works it out wide to Costa. Costa getting a lot of touches early. He'll drop it off to Leland. Left foot right at the keeper with velocity. Niehaus easily catches it with 2 hands.
Yeah, that was a good play there for Niehaus there just to save the goal there for Bethel.
Leland put a lot on that one, just didn't place it perfectly, but Niehaus, as he's done all year, has done a nice job as the goalkeeper for the Pilots. Good footwork here on the touchline by Bethel. They'll work it up into the center part of the pitch to Gonzalez Mala. And a big collision there, and Bethel's called for another foul here as Foshi goes down to the pitch. This is the most lively crowd we have seen so far this year, Ross, at a HU soccer game.
Maybe it's because it's a good conference game that everybody wants to see, because it's the 3 versus the 4 seed in the conference.
Really important here tonight. Bethel Obviously coming off a championship year last year, the Foresters trying to get to that level as well. And we'll see if they can do that here tonight. It's a big matchup early on in the Crossroads League. And HU's called for a foul as Costa was trying to get some position down there inside the 18-yard box. So 2 shots so far on the match, 1 for each side. Both keepers making rather simple saves. But on a night like tonight, ball security from your keeper spot is going to be something to keep an eye on throughout the next 90 minutes, I guess 75 minutes at this point. Ratinho trying to hold off the defender. Bethel unable to take control right away. This one's kept in on the left side, and now fighting for position. And getting a foul called there is Bethel and Huntington, and we're gonna see a lot of that here tonight. It's exactly what we talked about in the pregame.
It's gonna be a physicality game, Preston, on that.
That was Moretti getting in there, and climbing up the back was Bresci. And Tiago Costa is trying to get in there with the main official to have a little chat. You see here Moretti trying to hold off Bresci, and Moretti had a hold of Bresci's socks, not socks, I should say shorts, and pulled him away there for a moment. And Moretti's not done chatting yet. So now we're gonna stop the clock here. This one's gonna be back and forth all night. You just kind of get that vibe when you step into a conference match like this. Coach Russ Lawson looking across the pitch and wondering if Moretti can keep his cool as we're back in play. Just 9 minutes gone, but they're gonna be action-packed all night. Some match that you will not want to take your eyes off of. Foresters try to send it in the middle. It's headed away. Tiago Costa tries to run it down. Bethel loses possession. Back into the middle, Ratinho rips one, and it nearly takes a save from Niehaus. As that one knuckled out of play, it will be a goal kick for Bethel.
That was just a great play there for Ratinho there to make that play happen, but it came a little short there for HU.
You can see from this angle here, Ratinho tried with that inside of the right foot. Niehaus outstretched, but that one just goes a little wide. Ratinho has been an absolute stud for the Foresters on the attack this year, nearly added to his goal total once again. 10 minutes gone, back and forth match already. Moretti trying to chase it down on the right wing. He'll play it back to his goalkeeper, Pellegrin. Good ball forward. Foresters wait for it to come down. Bethel will recollect on the back line with Dos Santos. Sends it back forward. Pellegrin getting a lot of early touches with his feet. Being pressured with that high line of the Pilots. He finds Leland on the outlet on the right side, who goes to Sam Dolobapiu. Dolobapiu will try Leland down the right side, tries to turn on the boosters and keep it alive, but it's going to go out for a Bethel goal kick. That connection, Ross, has been there all year long. Owen Leland, a transfer from Indiana Tech, has stepped right into the starting 11, and he's caused a lot of issues down that right wing for the opposing teams, along with Sam Dolobapiu, the freshman that we've seen already have a huge impact on this program.
You got to have that connection there, but they've been doing it all season long. But
Dilesh Patel, the freshman, picks it up, plays it forward, trying to run it down as Ratinho. Got one man to get by, ball knocked out wide. It looks like it's Lauren Cotto trying to play it out. Ratinho is going to be called for a foul. And Lauren Cotto goes down to the ground, and the Forester baseball team doesn't think there might have been enough contact.
Too much contact there.
Yeah. Sometimes you got to act a little bit. And
you got to have a little bit of physicality in there.
Yeah, you can say Lauren Cotto did his best there, but that's a part of soccer. That's what makes you a good soccer player. You got to be able to play it like you've been there before. And
it's kind of like football, Preston. You got to have that physicality in you.
Yeah, absolutely. Bethel goes down the left wing this time. Covendrith, the freshman, steps up, knocks it towards midfield. Huntington and Dilesh Patel playing a couple of freshmen here tonight, and arguably the biggest match of the year. And another big tackle. It looks like it did go out for a... It actually did stay in there, so it's another foul on HU. Long ball sent down the right side. Picking it up is Vargas Talamantes. Works it with his left foot in the middle. Gonzalez Maza drops it back. Bethel working well here on this right side. Once again, Talamantes sends it in, headed away for a moment by Patel. Just as far as Martins, right about 30 yards out. Bethel will regain possession and work down the left side now. Ball sent into the middle. Forrester's fighting hard. The Pilots do get ahead on it, but Pellegrin able to collect with his feet. In there to tap that one towards Dan was Bresci once again, who's been right in the middle of nearly every attack for the Pilots tonight.
He's got to be there all night long. Dan has to be there to make it happen, the play happen for HU.
Pellegrin sends a long one forward looking for Ratinho, and it's headed out of play there by Larancato. And the Foresters will have a throw in. Coach Russ Lawson and his staff looking on to see if his team can come away with an upset win here tonight. That one's tapped out of play by Dos Santos and off the foot of Costa. And it'll be another throw in this time for Bethel. Bethel playing with a lot of pace here and through the midfield often, as we see Sharaf Amal send one over to Koketsu. He tries to get on the end of it, and just shielding him away for a moment there was Cooper Foshi. Kind of an awkward fall there by Dan Pellegrin. You see that, what do I want to call it? The brace on the left leg, the left knee, that comes from an injury we saw here at King Stadium earlier in the year when he just couldn't quite plant correctly. So that's something to watch out, and that's something that Coach Russ Lawson and his staff are going to do here tonight. These slick conditions, those leg injuries start to sneak in the back of your head a little bit if you've had one before. Forrester sim one forward. Larancato heads it away. Dilesh Patel first to the next ball. Dolo Bapu steps up. That one's knocked away, and that's going to be a corner kick for HU.
That's a great advantage there for HU with that corner kick. They got to play more physicality, keep up with Bethel's pace here.
So Dolo Bapu had that touch there. But we'll see who will send it into the box for the Foresters. Typically Dilesh Patel, and it looks like he will be the man sending the corner into the box for HU. He leads the team with 4 assists. He would love to add number 5. Dolobapu working in the center of the box. He's the target for HU. Freshman already with 5 goals on the season. Official making sure that we're ready to roll here. Patel. First corner of the night, drives a low one in off the top of the head of the defender Dos Santos. Bethel has to play it away. It falls down to Bernardo Coelho, who heads it back. Cooper Foshi has to step up and rip one out of play as he was getting pressure there from Vargas Talamante. So not the best corner from the Foresters yet, but if you're Russ Lawson and the coaching staff, you at least like to see those chances come again and again here tonight.
Absolutely there, Preston. Bethel was just ready for that play there, for that corner kick to happen from Patel.
Ball sent forward. The Foresters, a little miscommunication, but Drenth pulls it down with the right foot. Now he goes up to Tiago Costa. Costa cuts it in towards the middle of the pitch. He'll try to play it across to Owen Leland. It's knocked away by the Pilots. Regained on the right side. Now Leland has a chance with it down the right flank. Leland tries to cut it in. He's knocked down. Lost possession for a moment, and once again, a physical battle on the right side. Leland wins on that one. It's another HU throw-in.
That's going to be the key of the game for the night, Preston, is that who has more physicality by the end of the game.
Klefiker steps up, puts one into the middle to Dolo Bapu. Nice touch, tried going to Patel. Freshman connection. Didn't quite work there yet, but now a chance for the Pilots to counterattack. They go out wide to Vargas Talamantes. Tracking back is Moretti, who turns it around away from Koketsu. Ball played ahead to Ratinho. He tried to flip it on to Tiago Costa, and Ratinho picks up his own ball. Costa plays one down the left side. Ratinho running after it, will slide it in, and it's another Forester corner, and that brings the crowd a little more energy.
Yeah, we see a lot more hype energy here at a soccer game here tonight, Preston. But we'll see here how this corner kick goes here for the Foresters.
Patel will get his second chance of the night to deliver from a set piece for HU. And we'll see if he can step up and deliver another good one, as he has many times already on the young season. Patel from the opposite corner this time. Delesh, hands up, ready to roll. Sends a higher ball in, back post, knocked away by the goalkeeper, Niehaus. Forrester's trying to keep it in. Moretti does just that. Moretti down the right side, loses the touch, and it's out for a goal kick for the Pilots. So a good chance there. Forrester's unable to capitalize quite yet.
Yeah, that was just a great opportunity here for the Foresters, but Bethel kept it alive there, Preston.
The Pilots pride themselves on keeping the ball out of the net from the opponents, and they've done that really well here on the young season. Long ball sent forward. Moretti trying to run it down. He'll touch it with the right foot and keep it on his left. Nice play by Moretti. Lifts one up to Ratinho, working against a physical defender. Backline of Bethel doing a nice job, and we've got an early foul, and this is a bad one on HU. And this might be our first yellow of the night, and it's going to go to Moretti. Looks like Moretti just caught the back leg there of the Bethel Pilot. Bresci getting the worst of that one. And in the book, first tonight is Eduardo Moretti out of Italy. Standing over the free kick is Sharaf Amal, sends it forward, headed on. Dan Pellegrin steps up and easily collects. Just feels like it might take one of those big-time performances here tonight by a goal scorer to cut into this scoreless drought so far. Only 20 minutes in, a couple of good chances by both sides. The Foresters have had more shots on the night than Bethel so far. Long ball sent forward. HU trying to track it down. Bethel backtracks, and stepping up to take it away there was Martins. Another forward ball sent by the Bethel Pilots. It goes over the head of Drenth. Trying to chase it down is Bethel. Drenth will handle it down the right side and play it over the top to Foshi, who sends it forward and out of play for another Pilots throw-in. Take a look at the head man for the Bethel Pilots here tonight, Coach Pinto. He's now in his 9th season with the team. Actually, excuse me, he's been with the team since 2009, I should say. He was the coach at Holy Cross beforehand. He's won the Crossroads League 4 times, 2 times in the tournament, and he's been the Crossroads Coach of the Year a couple of times. Dangerous attempt by Bethel, taken away by the Foresters. A little chance to run away with it here with Costa. Couple of crazy touches in the middle of the pitch.
That was good there.
Here's an attack for the Foresters if Dolobapu can get it out to Leland. He does on the second chance. Couple of Foresters in the box. Diving stab by Niehaus, and he keeps it off the foot of a Forester, but what a run by Tiago Costa.
That was a good play there for the Foresters with Niehaus saving that play for Bethel there.
A little personal run there by Tiago Costa. A little nutmeg involved as well. Foshi is hit here on the right side, and Sam Dolobapu's down behind the play. Didn't see what caused Sam to go down. And Foshi a little ruffled up as well on that last play.
Look like ache and pains there.
See if those two can hang on for the Foresters. We'll definitely need those two to be successful here tonight. And you can see Coach Russ Lawson across the pitch pointing, and our big crowd here tonight wondering what maybe happened to Cooper Foshi along the way. Coach Russ Lawson thought that maybe Foshi was hit a little late on that last attempt on the right side, right at the midfield line. And both coaches having a discussion right now with the head man. We knew it was going to be back and forth game. We know Bethel right now is arguably the better team if you look at the record, but the Foresters have a lot of really capable players to come in here tonight on their home pitch and upset a top 10 team in the country.
Absolutely, Preston. They can come rock this place tonight with a big crowd on their hand.
Dolo Bapu spins the defender around, goes over to Costa, one touch, knocked in the middle of the box to Ratinho. This one sent forward, Bethel once again handles. Ball sent ahead, connection there between Drenth and Bresci once again. Drenth wins the second ball and plays it away from the Pilots once again. Coelho there to help him out. Foshi sends a long ball forward, looking for Leland and Ratinho. The Pilots will be content with playing that one back to Niehaus as he steps up and collects it easily right at the 18-yard box. 20 minutes gone, both keepers forced to make one save. Probably simple saves in their book, but on a tough night to goaltend, we will see if that comes up. And another foul in the middle by the Pilots. And the Foresters were trying to play it fast, but the referee wants to slow it down as Martins was there to take down Costa in the middle of the pitch. No ill intent there, and you see Martins giving his hand out there to Thiago Costa. So even in a game like this, still see some good sportsmanship. Moretti with the right foot goes over to Thiago Costa. He's been the most involved here tonight. Costa pulls one back, right-footed attempt. It looked like a cross in there as Ratinho was on the prowl, just couldn't get a touch on that.
That was a great play there for Costa there. He's been working hard so far, Preston. By all means, he's just a good player to have for the Foresters on the soccer team.
Klefiker sent it up ahead to Dilesh Patel. It's knocked away by the Pilots once again. They'll work down the right flank. And the Pilots in their blue away jerseys continue to work it through the middle. Ball forward for the Pilots. One-on-one chance here. Taken down. Dilesh Patel got just enough of the ball to not get called for a penalty. Shot off the top of the bar. Another chance. Pellegrin keeps it out, and the Foresters have kept it off the line 3 times.
Yeah, that's just a great play there for that HU defense.
Unbelievable stand there by the Foresters defense. Dan Pellegrin on his head keeps that one out of the net. Long shot ripped in. Another chance for Bethel. The Foresters keep it out, and they'll work down the left side with Moretti. 4 different chances for the Pilots, all 4 denied by the Foresters.
They're all unsuccessful. Oh, that was a little too hard there.
Quite the eventful attack there for the Pilots. It looks like they could have scored 2 or 3 times. They come up empty, and they'll try again here as Pellegrin has to come off his line once again and goes down to keep that one in his reach.
Yeah, the Dam's been working hard tonight. By all means, whoever keeps down that goalkeeping situation, it'll win the game.
Vargas Talamantes was the one that had the chance with Patel chasing him down. Patel slid in dangerously and had a chance. Now the Foresters back the other way with Moretti. Left foot driving ball in, and Niehaus scoops it up. Not the best attempt there by Moretti to find an attacker for the Foresters, but he's been busy as well down the left side.
Yes, he has, by all means, but Niehaus always been there to save that goal for Bethel.
Niehaus has been quick to dive in and stop those searching balls for Forester attackers. This one's dropped down to Vargas, who slides in, keeps it alive with the right foot. Patel pushes it away. Coelho with a couple of nice touches. Now goes up the right side to Leland, who chooses to play it back to Dan Pellegrin. Foresters have been patient. They've been willing to work with their goalkeeper out of the Netherlands here tonight and let him reset their program at the moment. Ratinho asking for a foul alongside with Costa. Vargas Talamantes loses it back, and it goes straight back to the Foresters defender, Klefiker. Dan Pellegrin plays it over to Thiago Costa, who flips it on for Ratinho. Ratinho tries to go down. He's taken down, and then another collision here, and the Bethel Pilots player going to go down way after the play, and I think this is going to be a foul on the Pilots. Ratinho got taken down after the ball was knocked away. And now Tiago Costa continues to chat, and Ratinho is going to get a yellow card. Ratinho got knocked down and then tried to get back up, and because that cleat accidentally hit the top of the head of the Bethel defender Lauren Cotto, and the reaction gives Ratinho a yellow card, and he's still down on the pitch. A couple of the Foresters trying to get a swig of water across the way. We're still 20 minutes left in this first half, and both teams have been booked once. It's going to be a busy night for these officials, Ross.
Yes, it will be. They better get their money's worth tonight.
Maybe this one deserves a little extra pay for the men out there officiating this game. And we will wait and see what's going to happen here. Coach Russ Lawson and his staff talking over a game plan. It is going to be a Forester throw-in here, so it doesn't look like it was a foul called on either player. It was just the motion after the play that Ratinho gets the yellow card for. And the Foresters will make their first sub of the night. Ratinho will head out of the match, and Igor Barbieri will step in his place.
That's the player you better watch out for.
He's been a prolific goal scorer in his career here at HU, and now he has a chance to come in and get the scoring started for the Foresters. Has it right now in the box. Igor plays it out to Dolobapu, goes to the left foot, drives it low. No Foresters there. It's tipped away, and Foshi will step up for HU. Cooper sends one middle of the box. Dolobapu rises up, and he was looking for Barbieri, just not on the same page there. It goes out for another goal kick.
That was a great play there by Dolobapu there.
Sam trying to flick that one on to the right foot of Igor Barbieri. Couldn't quite connect, but another good opportunity for the Foresters as this one remains scoreless in the first half, 25 minutes gone. Bethel and Huntington University trying to see who's going to go to 2-0, potentially 1-0-1, because there are ties in conference play. Bethel has another good chance here through the middle, and they're taken down right outside the top of the 18-yard box. Moretti is called for that one, and now the Pilots will have this in a very dangerous spot. It'll be a good opportunity here for the Pilots, as they will set up for a free kick just about 18 yards out from Dan Pellegrin. Waiting for the officials to decide where this ball needs to be placed. A lot of fouls called early, Ross, and I think that could be due to these officials wanting to just keep things in check. See this one here, it was the Bethel Pilots stepping up, and Gonzalez Maza got torn down there right in front of the box. And it was called a foul, and it'll be the best chance of the night for the Pilots to start the scoring. Sharaf Amal will stand over it as he lines it up with his left foot. Rips it on goal, and it's tucked home past Pellegrin. It's a 1-0 advantage for the Pilots, just like that. Beautifully taken free kick there from Sharaf Amal, and the foul right outside the 18-yard box comes back to bite the Foresters. Sharaf Amal tries the right side. Pellegrin had no shot. There's not a goalkeeper in the world that stops that one.
No way, he didn't even have a shot, not even a chance there.
So that starts the scoring. Amal gets it going, and he's been pretty consistent for the Pilots this year. He had 2 goals coming in on just 7 shots, but he quickly and very confidently took that free kick and gives Bethel the first lead of the night. We'll see if HU responds. Still just under 18 minutes left in this first half. A lot of soccer remaining, but the Pilots doing what they do best, finding ways to score. Ball knocked out of play. It'll be a Forrester throw in here in front of their own bench. Couple of changes for Bethel as well. We'll introduce you into those players as they start to get some of their first touches here in the match. Barbieri holds off the defender. Leland plays it back to Foshi. Taps it in the middle. Foresters can't get it, and now the Foresters have another chance. Dilesh Patel picking up a foul on the Pilots, and it's about the same exact spot that the Pilots just scored from on the other side of the pitch.
Yeah, the Foresters will have to take advantage of here against a very good Bethel team in general.
If I had to put my money on it, I would assume we're going to see Sam Dolobapu step up for the Foresters. He's been their goal scorer, goal creator in his freshman year.
It looks like we see a yellow card here.
I think that's just the whistle. I don't think any yellow was introduced to a new player. It wasn't really too tough of a foul there, just a little shove from behind. Dolobapu does stand over it for the Foresters. The Pilots push back 10 yards, and we'll see if the Foresters can now connect on a set piece. Dolobapu is standing over it. Freshman out of Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Dilesh Patel out of Bangkok, Thailand. Another freshman in Bernardo Coelho, the third in line. The line is set. Dolobapu rips. This one far down, and he's even the score.
That was just a great play there for Dolobapu to get the Foresters tied. 1-1 here against Bethel.
Shocking goal from Sam Dolobapu. He goes right past the diving Niehaus, bar down goal. Make it 6 for the freshman. That wakes up the Forester faithful, and these HU Foresters are right back in the match.
They are rocking this place tonight, Preston. I'm liking the energy here tonight for the Foresters.
How about two stunning goals off set pieces from both sides? Sam Dolobapu, as a freshman, is one of the most confident football players you'll see on this pitch here tonight. Energy back in the Forester crowd as Sam Dolobapu has lifted the spirits once again, put a little wind into the sails of HU.
Looks like the crowd's fired up here, Preston.
I would be too. They've just seen two amazing goals, one from each side, off of free kicks about 18 to 20 yards out. And Dolobapu is just having a remarkable freshman campaign. Ball sent down the left side. Tiago Costa is going to pick it up. Good touch. Cuts it back into the middle of the pitch. Still on it. Costa rips one with the right foot. A little ambitious as it heads over the goal, but the chance is starting to come now for HU.
Yeah, that was a little too high there for Costa to get it to the net there.
You could just tell that Dolobapu was going to step up and hit that one. He had another free kick goal earlier in the year here at King Stadium as well. And he's just in one of those zones. When he gets a chance, there's a really good shot that he's going to put it on goal, and that was better than on goal there.
Yeah.
Niehaus sends it back the other way. The man who scored for Bethel touches it off the defender, Coven Drenth. So Sharaf Amal and Sam Dolobapu going back and forth here. A little 1v1, and right now that's the score. That's one Rasa will want to go home and clip tonight. That's quite the goal from both sides, and HU.
Definitely.
You could feel the energy kind of get taken out of the crowd here at King Stadium for a moment, but then boom, right back comes Sam Dolobapu to even it up.
Yeah, the freshman stepping it up.
He's done that all year. He's got a chance to win Freshman of the Year in the conference, as he's been arguably the best player for HU on the season. Knocked out of play. It's another Bethel throw-in. See the haze starting to come in to the playing surface at King Stadium. It's been a rainy day here tonight. So far, neither of the goals affected by the climate today. Just two really good goals. Sent into the middle. Foresters with Foshi knock it away for a moment. Another chance down the left side for the Pilots. They send one in. First one to get a touch on it's the sub, Sabroso, and it's sent over the top of the goal.
Yeah, Sabroso just hit it a little too high there for Bethel just to get over basically the net.
It's Piero Sabroso out of Peru. He's been an excellent sub for Bethel this year. 5 goals coming off the bench. And just another piece to Coach Pinto's success on the season. John Pukliang in as well for HU as we see him have his first touch. I said that Dilesh Patel was from Thailand earlier. I meant Bolton, UK. Pukliang, who we're seeing now, is from Thailand, as the Foresters use a lot of foreign influence as well when they're recruiting, and that's been a successful part of Coach Russ Lawson's success in his long tenure.
Yeah, which is a kudos to Coach Russ Lawson. They're just doing some great recruiting year after year. He's still battling with that as well.
Pukliang gets ahead on it. It's kept in the box area by Bethel, and it looks like the official wants to have a chat with...
Looks like Barbier.
It looks like there was a foul call on the Foresters. A little in front of midfield. I didn't see that one happen, but it might have been the line judge who caught it down the right side. He's been involved here tonight.
He better get a little extra money here tonight, that's for sure.
Martins and Sharif Amal standing over it. Amal looking for an assist now after the goal. Plays it down the right side. Miguel Martins with the right foot will play it into the box. Lifted ball behind the defense of HU. Another chance, and this one hits the side netting out of play.
That was just a great play for that HU defense there.
It looked like a goal for a moment, but just never got that ball inside the post. So HU dodges a bullet after another good set piece from Sharaf Amal. Tiago Costa is not able to keep that one in play, and the Pilots will get another throw in.
That was a good call there. Good call by the official.
Pilots working on the back line here now. They'll play it down the left side. Covendrenth surveying. Klefiker steps up. Rip shot just wide with the left foot as the Pilots were looking to grab the lead right back.
That was a little too hard there for Bethel to get that goal there.
I believe that was Gutierrez, who's in the game as well, with the left-footed attempt. Couldn't find a way to sneak that one inside the post. Not quite a sellout at King Stadium, but probably as close as you'll see for an NAIA Crossroads League matchup. Another chance here as Gutierrez now rips one in with the right foot. He goes all the way across the 18-yard box. Drop down shot, left-footed. Pellegrin, an easy save after
He's
Sabroso.
Been working hard all night long, which he'll be doing it the second half as well.
Sabroso had the chance there with the left foot. It was a really nice setup by the Pilots, just couldn't connect. Costa plays it ahead to Igor Barbieri. Good turn, and he's yanked down. And the Pilots with another foul. And it looks like it's going to be another yellow card, the second on the night for the Pilots. And it is. And that time it goes on Laurencato. Just holding Barbieri back so he couldn't turn and run in space. And that typically will get you in the book, and it has for Laurencato on that attempt.
Looks like Costa is going to get the kick here for the Foresters.
Tiago Costa will stand over the attempt here. Rips a low ball in. Dolobapu tried to rise up, couldn't get to it. Headed back towards the middle. Coelho keeps it alive. It falls to Barbieri on the left side of the 18-yard box. Too much footwork there from Igor, just trying to keep it in play, and it's off of his right leg and out for a goal kick for the Pilots. Barbieri was trying to dribble that one around the defense, just couldn't quite sneak it past a couple of Pilots. And once again, the Foresters going to make a couple of changes. Renshaw and Borges join the other Foresters on the pitch. And it's 1-1 still with 9 minutes left in the first half. Klefiker heads it away. Coelho got the second touch, but it does fall down to the Pilots and played off the arm of Tiago Costa, and now to play for another Bethel throw-in. Dos Santos has been busy on the back line. He's the one throwing it in. Martins knocks it away. Borges steps up and plays it back to Foshi. It'll actually be Klefiker working alongside Drenth in the back. Drenth, another freshman, in his first career match, won man of the match for this Forester side. He's been rock solid since then as well. Ball still in play as the Foresters try to run on. Borges is taken down, and it's another HU free kick on the right side. Fans are very involved here tonight as we make our way closer to halftime. Just around 8 minutes remaining. HU trying to collect another one as they evened it up. 2 free kick goals have us at 1-1 right now between these two Crossroads League opponents. Coelho, the midfielder, working right on the middle of the pitch. Plays it out wide, and that's a mistake down the right side by Foshi, which will give the Pilots another throw-in. Pilots can't flick that one on, and both teams stuck on the right side right now in front of their respective benches. Tiago Costa is going to come out of the match. Been busy on that left side. And Weston Roth is going to come in for HU. We've not seen a lot of Weston Roth on the year. Does have 1 game and 1 assist. His first career assist came on Saturday against Goshen. So maybe just another piece of the puzzle as the season moves on for HU. Dolobapu using that big frame to keep possession. Inside of the foot pass, and it's knocked away by Bethel as Pukliang came up on that back line. Dolobapu has another chance. He's got an attacker joining him down the right side. The Foresters running at Bethel in space. Good touch inside. HU plays it over to Coelho. Roth just into the game, back to Coelho, looking for options. We'll play it across the middle of the pitch to Coven Drenth. He rips one, and that one's way
Looks like
too
a
wide.
little too wide there.
Yeah, not a real chance to score there by HU, but worth the risk here in these wet conditions. Never know when you might skip one by as you see a good challenge here by the Pilots on Pukliang.
Good crowd here tonight, that's for sure.
It's one of the best crowds we've seen this year. Rinshaw, as mentioned, is in the match as well for HU. He had a couple of touches on that last attack for the Foresters. Drenth steps up. He does head it, but it goes on to the Pilots. Pilots have made a lot of changes. They're a deep program. Big reason why they've had so much success last year, bleeding into this year as well. Foresters trying to defend here before the half. A little more than 5 minutes remaining. The Pilots trying to take the lead back. Both teams have fought hard in this half to keep it at just 1-1. Pellegrin watches this go over his head, headed towards the middle. Stepping in was John Pukliang to knock it out of play. Another dangerous attempt there by the Pilots, who nearly headed one down to an attacker right at about the 6-yard line. Dos Santos steps up this time against Pukliang. The defender will play a right-footed ball in, and it stays in play. Foshi will pick it up for HU. He goes up top to Renshaw. Nice move around the defender. Dolobapu picks it up. Dolobapu across the pitch. Weston Roth, freshly into the game, steps up, taps it back to Coelho. Coelho now goes back over the right side. Foresters building up a nice attack here, heading towards Roth. And it looks like this one's going to head out of play.
Looks like a corner kick here for the Foresters.
I think it stayed inside the flag, so it'll just be a throw-in this time. But we have seen several of those down that right side. And we're back in play here with Foshi keeping possession for HU. Forward ball sent down that right side. Renshaw trying to get to it. He does keep it in play. And now it's called out for a goal kick, so Bethel will have possession. Niehaus has been tested a few times. He's made a couple of saves, but he was beat on a Dolo Bapu free kick from just outside the 18-yard box. He's made 3 saves as well, so still playing a solid game. Both goals cannot be blamed on either goalkeeper, as they were really solidly struck. And this one is struck off a Forester defender and will go out for another corner kick for the Pilots. They've looked dangerous on their set pieces so far.
Yes, they have, for sure. They're just a physical team to play against the Foresters tonight.
Barbieri, the only Forester hanging around the midfield line. Left-footed swinging cross in. Bethel asking for a handball. Not going to be rewarded here.
You got to let them play somehow.
Pilots with a lifted ball out of play, and HU will get possession back with another goal kick. Couldn't quite tell who Bethel thought maybe that ball went off of in the box, but as soon as it was sent towards goal, a couple of hands in the blue jerseys lifted up. Not rewarded for a penalty on that one. Pellegrin continues to send these long balls forward for his attackers. It's headed out by the Pilots. The sub into the game, Gutierrez, has done a really nice job, as a couple of the fans getting involved now in the crowd. Can't take that one home like you can at a Major League Baseball game.
Nope, it's not a souvenir.
No, not here. Well, you can tell your friends about it tomorrow morning, right?
Right.
So another chance for Bethel to build up from the back and see if they can get something going on the attack once again. It's headed out of play by Gutierrez, as the Foresters' Weston Roth was doing a nice job shepherding that one out. Klefferker goes right back to Pellegrin. Under 2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 goals, 1 apiece. Long ball, Weston Roth trying to run it down. Working against the defender on the back line, Dos Santos, who does well to keep the Foresters off the attack. Pukliang steps up, a crucial interception. The Foresters may have been off sides, but the official will let them play on. Pilots work through the middle. They'll go down the right side to Gutierrez. Now back to the middle. Intercepted by the Foresters. Dolo Bapu now runs into space, plays it forward for Weston Roth. Roth has a chance with the left foot, plays it back to Dolo Bapu, the goal scorer on the night for HU. He's taken down, but no foul. Coelho to his left foot, skids one in, and that one's way too wide. And now there is just 1 minute remaining as HU has another chance go wide.
It's going to come down to the wire at halftime.
One of these coaches, either Coach Russ Lawson or Coach Pinto, is going to have to make a couple of changes to see if they can get a little separation from the other team. So far, a really solid first half by both sides. Coelho trying to work the magic in the middle. He's only got 30 seconds to do so. Foresters force the ball forward. Renshaw's going to pull it down with his right foot. Shane tries to play it in. Bethel recollects. Now they have a chance to run back the other way, and they're called offsides down the line. And the coaching staff for the Pilots cannot believe it. And that will end the first half. It's tied 1-1. 2 free kick goals have us where we are after the first 45. Dolo Bapu and Sharaf Amal, the goal scorers for their respective sides. We'll take it to a break and be right back with some statistics on FDN Sports. We're tied up 1-1 between HU and Bethel.
Action.
I'm the script supervisor.
I'm first AC for camera A.
Second AD.
Best boy electric.
Focus puller.
I'm about to run this right here and man the camera.
B-speed.
Thank you, bye-bye. We've got over 25 students that have worked really hard all semester preparing for this month-long experience.
Oh yeah, the standards have definitely been raised. You ready for me or no?
Normally we do films in 3 days.
We do a lot of student films.
And this has been like 4 weeks plus an entire semester of prep.
This is just insanely different.
The respect that I have for anybody doing group work on a feature film is through the roof.
On set this week, we have Stephen Baldwin.
Let's leave him to do the miracles and me to handle the business.
On the technical side, it was better than anything I've ever experienced before. Kudos to Huntington University.
I'm afraid our conversation ends right here.
We also have casted Bethany Lind. She's on Ozarks and a DC series right now.
You just left, you didn't call, I thought you were dead. I think this is an amazingly immersive experience. I wish I had had something like this.
Pros come in, and they've come in from all over the country, our department heads.
The first 2 weeks of mentorship, I mean, it's a lot of teaching. Let's see if I can catch any more. It's fun to see where the students are now. We're on week 4, day 17. We're getting there now. I think it's good to walk away.
I think everybody on this project is in a little bit over our heads. But the prerequisite for being used by God is self-doubt. And we are all being used by God.
All of us are here and gifted with different things by God, and all of those pieces are going to fit together and make a really incredible movie.
I think that I'm like way more capable of like hard labor than I thought I was.
I think I've definitely become more confident in myself in the process of being able to figure stuff out when there's a problem.
Making movies is hard, but it's definitely it's meaningful because it's bigger than you.
I definitely think God is teaching me patience. I have learned how to take things with stride.
We want the way that we make movies to reflect our Christian faith. That's almost more important to me, that our students are seeing that.
That's convenient, thank you.
I hope that they can take something of what we're doing and live out their faith no matter what movie set they're on.
Folks, that is a picture wrap.
Woo!
We just made our movie.
Marcy. And here I thought I'd never see you on that stool again.
You're here early.
Just coming to see my favorite rock star. Still scratching that itch, I see.
Yeah, you say that, yet you refuse to sign me.
But if I would have signed you to a 5-record deal, you wouldn't have this glamorous gig managing the rock stars. Fitting, I think.
So you make my boys an offer or what?
Impress me, honey. Last chance. Good night.
Juno has it. Of course. Looks good.
Marcy, does my hair look different to you?
Your hair looks great, bud. Come on, let's go. I said 5 minutes.
I think it looks flat or something. First, I lose 114 Instagram followers. And now this.
Come on, let's go. Give me your hand. Come on. Alrighty, let's go. Can someone please get Pretty Boy some texture spray ASAP?
Please.
Not you.
So what do you do with it?
A water paintbrush?
Water paintbrush?
Wait. Are you serious?
What do you paint with it?
I mean, I normally go for the floor. The only thing is, it just takes forever, dude.
It can't be that hard. I mean, I bet I could paint the whole floor before Marcy pushes me up on stage.
You, my friend, got yourself a deal.
Marcy, just the man I wanted to see.
Not even close.
So about the song, I swear, I'm mega close. But I was thinking, maybe we could bring on Barker for an absolutely killer solo on the drums. You can make that happen, right?
Anything's better than Devin.
Whoa, dude. What's your issue?
Oh, I don't know. Maybe the fact he hasn't shown up to rehearsal in weeks, or that he hasn't filled out any of the paperwork I've sent him. That's 4 minutes to curtain, and he's still not here. Devin, where the heck are you? You know the little hand on your fancy watch is the hour, right?
The audience can wait until I get there. You gotta chill out, Darcy. They love me. It's not that deep.
If I don't see your privileged little butt walk through that door within the next 30 seconds, good luck maintaining your position as band douchebag for much longer.
Guys, I got it. I know what's throwing me off. It's gotta be the jacket. So, we're just gonna swap that out real quick with the vet. Guys, I have no idea what to wear. I have 5 minutes and I have to be up there. I have no idea. I need some help, okay?
Are you kidding me, Joyner? This is easily the most important show of your career. You realize that, right?
Yeah, I do realize that because it's my career. And my fans need to see what I'm wearing before I go out up on stage.
You literally have a pre-picked outfit for you the stylist puts together for you for every show. You're basically a cartoon character.
La. I can't hear you because I am busy right now. Will you get out of my way, please?
Marcy.
Marcy, I think I got the riff for the song. I'm listening. Dude. Okay, watch it, dude.
I'm almost done, all right?
All right, just give me that. Okay. Honestly, just give me that.
Hey,
please.
Macy!
Where are you?
Hey, my bad, but something came up and a little busy, but it's pretty much a thank you. Family
You know
emergency.
what, Devin? No, you're done.
Done?
Yep.
No, I still don't know what I'm gonna be wearing. That's what I'm asking all of you. I'm asking all of you what I should wear. I don't know what I'm gonna wear. Should I wear this? Should I wear the other jacket? I don't know. I still don't know. I have no idea.
Hustle!
I know.
I'm taking it.
I'm trying to.
This is mine.
Nothing's loading.
Marcy, I can take this on stage, right?
I don't care, just go. Marcy, where's Devin? The set sounds totally limited without a drummer. I'll figure it out. Just get out there.
I love you too. I love you so much.
Okay, what are we gonna do?
Just about time for the second half here at King Stadium between the Bethel Pilots and the Huntington University Foresters. It was an eventful first half, and we're hoping for the same exact thing there in the second, Ross, as you see these two sides heading back out onto the pitch. What stood out to you in that first half, Ross?
The physicality. I mean, both teams having both physicality. That's what stood out to me, playing both sides. It's going to be a huge key match here to start the second half here between both teams.
Bethel coming from Mishawaka, Indiana here today. The fans have been fired up, and I think they brought a little extra energy for the Foresters on the field there in that first half. You see some of the action. HU had several chances, and really it was towards the end of that first half that Sam Dolobapu finally got the scoring started for HU, and that really got this place ready to rumble.
Yeah, that's going to be the huge factor in the second half too. Is this crowd going to be fired up to start the second half?
I would assume they will be ready to roll. The Bethel Pilots, depends on the standings you look at or the rankings you look at. They're 7th or 8th in the country. The baseball team, who is coming off a good year, is here to support some of their fellow classmates and fellow athletes on campus right down in front of us. And I think we are going to show you maybe a graphic of the Crossroads League standings. Take a look at where these two teams sit right now. They're both 1-0. And Bethel, the obvious favorite coming into the year after winning the national championship last year. And for HU, this would be a big-time upset for the Forester side and Coach Russ Lawson's team.
He would like to see that tonight, that's for sure.
Take a look around some of the other league games. Taylor and Grace finished 0-0. Indiana Wesleyan, who's nearly perfect on the year, is beating St. Francis 1-0 with 40 minutes left. Spring Arbor up 2-0 on Mount Vernon, and Goshen and Marion also ended in a scoreless draw. So there are the scores around the Crossroads League here tonight, and we are ready for the second half between the Bethel Pilots and the Huntington Foresters. 2 free kick goals, one from each side, have us tied 1-1. And we're ready for an eventful second half. Ross, hope you're ready to roll. I think we've got some fireworks prepared between these two sides. Starters,
I do.
Starters out there for HU. Dilesh Patel immediately shoved down. It'll be a free kick for HU.
It's going to be a slobber knocker, like I already said at the beginning.
It could be very interesting in this second half to see just who can step up for either side. Bethel has a chance here early, though, as they're back on the attack. A couple of men joining the attack for Bethel as Koketsu drops it off to one of his teammates, and off the bar there. The left-footed shot from Gonzalez Maza is just too wide.
That was just a great play there for Gonzalez Maza. Just a little short there for Bethel.
Had his eyes wide open there as Pellegrin was crawling across the ground to cover that one. If he sneaks that a little further to the left, it's 2-1 advantage for Bethel just 1 minute into the second half. But instead, HU dodges a bullet. We remain tied 1-1. Dolobapu, the scorer for HU. And for the Bethel Pilots, it was Sharaf Amal. Both free kick goals, really good ones here tonight. Long ball sent forward. Bethel trying to run it down. Coven Drenth doing the defending. Pilots sneak it in past Pellegrin, and a fairly simple attempt there missed by the Pilots right at the 6-yard box.
Too high of a kick there for
that was
Bethel.
Koketsu who had the chance and just couldn't slot that one home. Foresters in their green jerseys going left to right now for Bethel. It's their blue away kits going right to left. Highly anticipated matchup across the Crossroads League, but also the country here tonight at King Stadium.
This is probably America's game of the week.
Could be, as we've seen a good first half, and we're ready for this second half to get a little more lively as well. Here's a chance for it to do so. Sharaf Amal knocked away by Patel, who steps up and regains possession for the Foresters. Tiago Costa working down the left side, turning on the boosters, and has it knocked away. And now Bethel has a chance to counter here with some numbers down the right side. Koketsu plays it over in the middle. chance at the top of the 18-yard box. Bethel will send it back out wide. From the right side, swung in. Header is wide again as the Pilots are piling up chances here early in the second half.
They're just a little off with their shot there every single time when they get close to the goal there.
That was a perfect opportunity for an aerial attack for Bethel. Pellegrin once again trying to work across the goal. That one didn't need save, but another good connection for Bethel, just trying to find that second goal of the evening. Pellegrin tries to find Dolo Bapu. It's headed on by the Pilots, and it falls back all the way to the Forester backline for a moment, but the Pilots do pick it up with Sabroso. Another chance down the right side now for Bethel. It's 3v3 here for the Pilots. They play one to the top of the box, right-footed shot. Pellegrin able to punch it away, and it's knocked out, and will be another chance for Bethel at the corner spot. This was kind of a strange ball off the foot of Bresci. Nearly fooled Pellegrin, but he did get a right hand on it to knock it away. That's one of those top spinners that can get a little tricky with the wet conditions. Corner kick here for Bethel. They swing it in, free header. A little too wide there, as it looked like Dos Santos had a chance. It was actually Laurencato who was on the end of that one and pushed it too far out wide. It was a wet day in Huntington, Indiana. Now it's cooling off, but these two teams are warming it up out on the pitch right now as it's a fiery competition between these two sides, one of them trying to get to 2 wins in the Crossroads League. Tough ball there from HU. Another chance for Bethel down the right side. It continues to be Koketsu who has these chances, and that time it gets knocked away by one of his teammates. It's out for another HU goal kick. HU's going to have to start rethinking those long balls across the left side of the pitch, because Koketsu has stepped up and intercepted a few and then immediately created chances for his side. And thankfully for the Foresters, the Pilots haven't been able to put it away yet. Pellegrin, a little bit of a shorter goal kick here. It's knocked out of play off the Pilots, and HU will have a throw in. Foshi, Drenth, Klefiker, Delesh, Leland. Barbieri does start the second half along with Dolo Bapu, Costa, Coelho, and Moretti for HU. That's the 11 right now for the home side. And I would try for Bethel, but I don't have their lineup here in front of me right now. So we'll make sure to introduce you to everyone who's out there right now. This is Pereira, who plays it back to his teammate here, and running into the Bethel defender was Barbieri. And Igor is going to get a yellow card for that challenge, potentially. Either that or we're stopping the clock to just make sure the defender for Bethel is all right here. You see Igor coming in just a little too tough there with that left elbow. Knocked the defender over, and shaking his head on the back line is Arrieta, who seems to be okay after that challenge. I didn't see Barbieri get a yellow card there. Maybe just
that was
a
just
stoppage.
good sportsmanship there, but
Shot, and another chance missed just wide by the Pilots. And right now, they seem to just be knocking on the door for their next goal.
too many missed opportunities there for Bethel.
Kind of feels like if HU can get one in, it'd be against the pace of play right now. But right now, the Foresters are perfectly content being locked at 1, as Bethel has come out in this second half, and they've showed that they're going to get their fair share of opportunities. .38 minutes remain. It's Preston Husband and Ross Gosnell, as we've got a good one here within the Crossroads League here tonight. Score tied 1-1 after 2 free kick goals, one from both teams. Thiago Costa trying to work down the left side. Trying not to be too physical. It's played back to the middle. Stepping in was Coelho. He finds Delesh, I should say, in the middle, and he lifts a long shot over top of the bar. So Delesh Patel couldn't quite get the right formula on that long shot and pushes it over for another goal kick.
That was a little too high there for Patel there for HU.
Patel has created a lot of chances. He does have the 1 goal on the year, but he's better suited for playmaking with his 4 assists on the year. Just wanted to let one rip and couldn't quite connect. He does have it again in the middle. He's pulled away, and it's another Bethel foul. Patel does that a lot for this team. He just keeps control and possession of the ball, and then oftentimes it leads to the opponents picking up a foul like that one. Left-footed clearance. Goes all the way back to Drenth, who steps up and tries to head it forward. Patel does find it with the right foot. Coelho picks it up right at midfield, but Bethel does step in to intercept. Now Koketsu plays it out wide. Joining the attack is Dos Santos. Using his speed down the right side. Right-footed cross goes out of play, and it'll be a goal kick for HU. We've seen Dos Santos working a lot on the back line, but here in the second half, he's also been joining the attack. He's started all 10 games on the year. He does have 1 goal, only 3 shots. The Brazilian is creating some opportunities now here with just 9 minutes gone in the second half. And a headed attempt there by Piera is out of play for another HU throw-in. Leland shoulders it on to Delesh Patel. 1 touch with Igor Barbieri, who Patel's looking for once again. It's knocked away, and it looks like the referee is going to let Bethel play on. Foul on Patel there on the back end of the play. Pilots running at the Foresters right down the middle of the pitch. Sharaf Amal, who scored the first goal, goes out wide. Gonzalez Maza tried playing one across goal, but it is lifted too high and out of play once again.
Yeah, that was a little too high of a kick for Gonzalez Maza there to get that kick off for Bethel.
Gonzalez Maza created a lot of chances on the left side here tonight for the Pilots, just unable to connect correctly on that chance. Long ball sent down the left side. Tiago Costa trying to run it down. Dos Santos plays it out wide and keeps possession for the Pilots. Pilots have done a tremendous job getting their attack rolling here in this second half. Now the Foresters are going to try with Leland on the right side. It's kept alive by the Pilots, however. Now they'll try a winger down the left side. Coven Drenth steps up, plays it back to Pellegrin. He is getting pressured by Gonzalez Maza. Patel can't quite keep it on his foot, and the Pilots pick it up. Sharaf Amal again working through the middle. Chances for Bethel once again. Already 4 or 5 in the second half. Low cross, lifted in. Header missed by Bethel. Still on the end of it is Sharaf Amal. Left-footed attempt in the box. Foresters get 1 touch on it. Still kept alive by the Pilots and then knocked out of play. And that's going to be a Bethel corner as they continue to put the pressure on here in the second half. Chance taken there by Piera, who tried lining one in low. Sharaf Amal with the left-footed swinger into the box. Still on it are the Pilots. Amal will have another chance. Low liner lifted in, and Cooper Foshi keeps it away. Foresters still can't get connection, but it's finally caught by Pellegrin, who wants to go quick. Igor Barbieri trying to run at Dos Santos. He does a nice job keeping control, plays it over to his other defender, Lauren Cotto, and the Pilots once again bring it up around midfield. Physical match now here in the second part of it. Bethel, another chance, and a long goal goes in, and this time it's Martins who puts the Pilots ahead.
Yeah, that was just a great play there for Martins to get that goal there for Bethel.
Martins, a long shot from well outside the 18-yard box, uses the wet conditions to skip it past Pellegrin, and for the second time tonight, the Pilots have the lead over the Foresters. We've seen some really excellent goals from both sides. That one from Martins is another really solid connection that sneaks in the left side past Pellegrin. Martins now on the year, 2 goals in his 10 games, just over double-digit shots, and that one just skipped across the wet pitch like we talked about. That could be something to watch, and Pellegrin just couldn't get down to that one in time. Coelho wants to go quick. Barbieri was tying his shoe in the middle of the pitch, so he was unable to chase after it. As Dolobapiu sees it fall to his feet, he'll go out wide to Thiago Costa, who's working on the left side. Costa using the fancy footwork to get involved. Dolobapiu, the goal scorer for HU, has it now. Works it further out on the left flank. HU trying to find a way to get a shot off here. Low ball lifted into the box. Dolobapiu tries to get on the end of it. Instead, the Pilots play it out to Cooper Foshi. Tough touch there from Coelho after Foshi played a bouncing ball. Coelho spins around the Pilot, plays it back out wide. Costa still working down the left side. That ball sent out of bounds, and it's going to be a throw-in for the Pilots. See a couple of the heads for HU start to drop a little bit after that last ball's deflected out, thinking that they need a break to go their way here in this second half. The Pilots continue to take away the ball from the Foresters as they've really controlled possession here in the first 13 minutes of the second half. Pilots have done this all year long. A solid team, not just in the Crossroads League, but the entire country, coming off the biggest wins of their life last year as national champs. Foul by HU. Coelho stepped in a little too aggressively there, and we might see
a yellow card.
Another yellow card as the referee has chosen to stop the clock. Haven't seen the yellow card come out over the last 2 stoppages from the center official, as Dos Santos was the one that was fouled here for Bethel. And it doesn't look like a card was given. So maybe just a stoppage to make sure Dos Santos is all right, and he'll walk with a limp away from the play. Amal lifts one in, and a headed attempt right at the top of the 18-yard box. Actually goes on goal from Bresci. Forces Pellegrin to make an easy save. Forster's trying to play quick now. After the Pellegrin catch, they'll go out wide to Leland, who pulls it down with the right foot. He's going to work back with Coven Drenth. Dolobapiu asking for it in the middle of the pitch. He hits one hard up to Patel, but it's chased down by the Bethel defense and headed out of play that time by Arrieta.
For an HU throw-in.
Foshi goes to Dolobapiu, who's trying to add a little magic with that little pass behind his left leg with the right foot. Foresters will choose to go cross pitch to Moretti. Going to try to go in the middle, but once again, another pass by HU intercepted by the Pilots, and they've got numbers again if they can push it up in front of this HU defense. Still working on the ball, and finally a good tackle for the Foresters. Ball headed forward and on to the Pilots once again. They're just not giving up possession here as Sabroso started this second half for the Pilots. Half an hour remaining for HU to get this one back to even or potentially win the match. Pellegrin steps out, loses it for a moment, but does recollect on the second attempt. Foresters have not looked as dangerous on the attack here in the second half, and Coach Russ Lawson and his coaching staff trying to decide what it might take for them to even this one up. Dolobapiu turns in the middle. He's got some space being held on by 2 defenders, and somehow Sam still keeps possession, but then he's knocked down, and it's a foul on the Pilots, and the Foresters have a free kick just outside the halfway circle here at King Stadium. Coelho plays it over the left side to Moretti. He lifts a ball in towards Igor Barbieri. He did get one touch on it. Patel picks it up. Ball sent over to the right side. Leland trying to spin the defender around, but he sends a
high
cross
kick.
Way too high and out of play. Foresters trying to dig themselves out of a 2-1 hole right now. Bethel has definitely been the better side here in this second half. HU have more chances in the first. We'll take you through some stats real quick for both sides. 17 shots already for the Pilots. For Huntington, double digits as well, but just 10. 6 on goal for Bethel, 4 for the Foresters. Goalkeepers have made 4 saves and 3 saves, respectively. Bethel puts it back in play, and they're back on the attack as HU tries to find a way with Dilesh Patel picking it up in the midfield. Back line for the Foresters, plays it forward for Igor Barbieri, and a bump there from Barbieri is called for a foul, and Bethel maybe dodges a bullet there if Barbieri doesn't extend a chance for the Foresters to run. Pilots keep going down that right side with Koketsu, and he keeps using his speed. This time it's knocked out, and it'll be another Bethel throw-in. Looks like a little rain falling now at King Stadium. Can't feel it under here, Ross, but
looks like it's falling out on the stadium, though.
Makes things a little more interesting. As Bethel maybe helped by the conditions, as you see some of the players start to stumble here. While we have a moment, I want to give a shout out to Devin Browning, and he wants me to read this for one of his classes here at HU. On November 3rd, Huntington University is hosting a camp for high school students interested in sports management, marketing, where students get behind the scenes look at game day in college sports. And if any prospective students are listening tonight, you can sign up now at huntington.edu/camps. So that's for Devin Browning. He's one of the managers for the HU men's basketball team. Got to spend some time with him at Nationals last year and want to help him out for sure. And hopefully some prospective students are tuning in and want that opportunity with Devin. Pilots lose possession here. Dolo Bapu trying to work it down the left side. He's knocked off his dribble. No foul called. And that one's probably one you see called most of the time, as Dolo Bapu's not easily knocked off his dribble. Either way, the Pilots pick it up in the midfield. They'll work it back right around the midfield mark. Down the left side. Running back in is Leland. He gets 2 touches on it. Big collision on the left side. Leland down for a slide tackle. And the Pilots somehow still keep possession. Patel knocks it away. Barbieri running forward. He's looking for Dolo Bapu on the left side. It's headed away in the middle by Dos Santos. Pilots putting pressure on towards the offensive attacking end for them, but called off sides. A little too anxious to get forward for that ball. See this header here from Dos Santos. He's been right in the middle of everything tonight. Not just defending, but creating chances for his side as well. Couple of subs waiting to check in for HU, this crucial Crossroads League match for both sides. Ball lifted over to Foshi. He keeps it in play, but then knocked away once again by the Pilots. Backtracking there was Bresci once again. HU has 25 minutes to tie this one up. Any kind of result you can get in this match would feel awfully good for Coach Lawson's team, as the Foresters are asking for offsides once again, but they'll be content with controlling the ball off the back line. Long ball sent forward once again. Costa rises up, heads it on. Barbieri not there quite yet. And the Pilots seem to have had about 75% of possession here in this second half, really controlling it nicely.
Whoever controls the clock will win the game.
Working through the middle once again is Gonzalez Maza. as the Pilots would love to add on one more here and take a 2-goal advantage. Ball sent towards the middle. The Foresters all back defending other than Tiago Costa currently. Actually, it looks like it might be Barbieri right at the midfield line. Chance down the left side for the Pilots, trying to play it off of Leland. Instead, it's picked up once again by Bresci. Shows off the footwork, cross sent in, header knocked away by the Foresters. Falls to the Pilots for a moment, but then a long cross sent out wide. Barbieri nearly got a chance on that, but first one to it was Lorencanto, who knocked it away, and now a Forester is down on the pitch. Looks like needing to stretch a little bit. And it looks like it might be Moretti who's cramping up here, getting a little help from the Bethel Pilot right now. As you see Coach Pinto relaxing on the sideline at the moment. That was the challenge earlier back in the second half, that Dolobapu got knocked off his dribble. And about 6'4" and pure muscle. You don't see someone usually just get knocked over on his own will. So something to keep an eye on throughout the rest of this match. It might be something that
That's good sportsmanship right here.
That the referee tries to allow them to play on a little more than maybe that first half where we saw a bunch of yellow cards.
Physicality.
So we'll see if HU is able to make their changes here shortly. Right now, rain's starting to fall a little bit.
You can see it from the lights just coming down
at King Stadium, and it looks like it will just make this playing surface a little more damp, and we'll see if one of these teams can take advantage of that. Pukliang looks like comes in for the Foresters. 2 other subs waiting on the far side for the next stoppage. Long ball sent forward by the Pilots, picked up by Pellegrin.
He's been working hard tonight.
He's had a good game. 2 goals that really he could not have a chance at stopping. Wonderfully placed by the Pilots, and that's what the best teams in the country do. Dolobapu steps up, keeps control. Plays it over to the right side to Owen Leland. Leland trying to use the pace, goes through 2 defenders, plays it back to Sam Dolobapu, who has it now in the middle of the pitch.
It's like the official about missed it there.
Foresters working with Igor Barbieri. He's knocked down. No foul called once again as Barbieri holds his left foot and stumbles back into the play. Pilots working back with Sharaf Amal. He's one of the goal scorers tonight for the Pilots and has been right in the middle. Here's the other with Martins. Martins, the most recent goal scorer, scored from about 25 yards out, a low skipper past Dan Pellegrin to give the Pilots a 2-1 lead. Bethel continues to work down this right side, cross sent in, no one there for the Pilots. And that's going to go out for another HU throw-in deep in Pilots territory. And now that'll give a chance for the subs to come in for the Foresters.
Substitution number 11, Julian Vargas Salamanca. Entering the contest for the Foresters, number 13, Jonathan.
Julian Vargas Talamantes back into the game for Bethel. HU brings in Pedro Borges, and haven't quite caught who the other sub was. Trying to pick that up here really quick. It looks like Jonathan Ruiz in as well. Borges has a touch right now, plays it back to Foshi, who goes to Drenth. Pellegrin going to be forced to play this one quickly to the left side. And it looks like it's going to sail out of play and be another Bethel throw-in. Foresters trying to find a little rhythm on the attack here in this second half. It's been all Pilots creating a ton of chances right now for Coach Pinto's side. Pellegrin steps up once again, and now the Pilots have kind of dropped back a little deeper in their formation to make sure that these Foresters can't sneak through on the back line. Will take some patience and some good build-up play by HU to even this one up against a top 10 team in the country in the Bethel Pilots. Pukliang back into the game as well, works with Sam Dolobapu, freshman to freshman. He'll go forward, but play it out of bounds. And the Pilots have another throw in. Another sub waits to check in for HU at the next throw in. Martins plays it over to the left side. Foshi steps up, heads it over to Leland, who picks it up and now plays it forward. Leland's known for his speed, and it's a good interception there by Pereira, who steps up and knocks it out of play. And now the sub will come in for the Foresters here with just over 20 minutes left. Looks like João Ratinho will come back in.
For Barbier here.
Ratinho has been a great goal scorer on the season for HU. Leads the team with 6. He's actually tied now with Dolo Bapiu, but if he can come in and find some magic for these Foresters, it'd go a long way for Russ Lawson's team to even get away with 1 point here tonight. Try to draw Bethel. Jonathan Ruiz has it now, plays it over to the fellow freshman Puk Liang. He gets a touch on it and a big tackle there right around midfield. And the Bethel player is the one down, but it was a diving attempt from Puk Liang, and the Forester bench erupted. And it looks like the referee is going to call for a trainer as we wait to see just what happened on that collision there. Puk Liang was dribbling it on the left side. It was a big collision with, it looks like potentially Dos Santos. I can't quite tell who the player is. It's actually number 11, Vargas Talamantes, who just got back in. And we will wait and see, as it looks like it was actually Bresci in on the collision. So he did get a yellow card despite getting the worst of the blow on that one. We'll wait and see what's up next. Here's the collision. Puk Liang and a charging
collision there.
Run right into each other. You see Bresci's head kind of snap backwards. So initially you think, watch for a concussion after something like that. Puk Liang had control of the ball, and Bresci came in there and just kind of took over, received a yellow card, and had to leave the match. See if the Foresters can take advantage now, as that one's tipped out, and Newhouse steps out and collects it. Foresters were asking for a corner kick there, did not get the right answer from the official, and that'll keep the ball in play for the Pilots as they play it forward. Drenth trying to keep possession. Pilots player down to the pitch, able to get back up and keep possession. That's Sabroso doing a nice job holding on. Nice little touch here by Sharaf Amal is back forward. Here come the Bethel Pilots. That one's played out off a Forester defender for a throw-in, as Vargas Talamantes was starting to create some chances down the left flank. See that attempt there from Talamantes, trying to play it in, but Forester is able to be in the right spot at the right time to keep that attempt out. Left-footed cross sent in. Looks like it might stay in play as the Foresters chase it down. Jonathan Ruiz keeps it in. The wet pitch causing problems for the Foresters and nearly cost them a goal there. And it's out for a goal kick.
That was a good play between the both teams there. They were both just ready for that.
Chance for Bethel to add on. They can't do it there. Just over 18 minutes remaining in the match. Dolo Bapiu steps up, drops it down to Ruiz, who plays it over to Puk Liang now. He'll lift it forward, looking for João Ratinho, who just subbed into the game. It's handled easily on the back line again by the Pilots. Match kind of opening up a little bit. Nothing called there as both players got to the ball at about the exact same time. Either way, the Pilots still keeping possession. They'll try it down the right side now as Sharaf Amal gives chase. Forester defense trying to stay strong, and they'll play it back to Dolo Bapiu, who now has it by the corner flag, and it's out for another Bethel throw-in. That was Puk Liang on the last touch by the Foresters. A couple of these big collisions here in the second half. That one was Koketsu, and Pukliang who connected on that one. Ball sent in the middle, dangerous throw here. Foresters able to keep it away. Another chance for Bethel as they send a low driving ball in, and once again it hits off the post. That's the second time in this second half that a shot from a Bethel pilot has deflected off that post. See a slight deflection there by the Forester defender.
That was just a great play there by Pellegrin there just to get that save on that goal there.
Wait for a corner kick here from the Bethel Pilots. They've had a handful tonight. One of the goal scorers for Bethel sends it long. Stepping over to head it away is Lauren Cotto, and nothing there for the Pilots off of that set piece. They've looked dangerous at times, as that's where Sharaf Amal scored one of them. The other one coming off of an open play, and Martin's connected on that one. Shane Renshaw back into the game for HU. Pellegrin giving instructions to his teammates as they try to fight back and at least even this one up at 2. Pellegrin lifts it towards Foshi. It's headed away. It should be off Bethel, and it is. As last to touch that one was Vargas. Borges plays it back to Coven Drenth. He'll swing it across the pitch, but to no one. It's
a little too wide there.
Another long ball sent out of play by the Foresters, and now with just over 15 minutes remaining, you got to think if you're Russ Lawson, he's going to start.
It's crunch time.
Putting all of his eggs into a basket and see if they can tie this one up.
It's crunch time if you're Coach Lawson and the Foresters.
Got to find a way to even this one up at the very least to come away with a point tonight. Foresters gain possession for a moment. Ruiz had a touch on it. He gets another one to Borges, but right there are the Pilots to kick it away. Dan Pellegrin forced to step up and pick up an easy through ball. Dangerous throw as Pukliang right in the middle of several of these collisions tonight, able to keep possession. He'll work with Klefiker, who goes back to his sophomore goalkeeper, Dan Pellegrin, once again. Should say junior goalkeeper. Ratinho tried to get a touch on it. One of the Bethel Pilots down on the pitch right now. And that's Pereira, who stayed down. Some of the Pilots asking if Renshaw elbowed here, and you can see the same line judge coming back in to discuss the play again. He's been right in the middle of everything tonight, as the Pilots are trying to let the officials know that Renshaw or Ratinho may have led with the elbow there. And maybe some acting again by the Bethel Pilots, but once again, that's part of being a soccer player, and we've seen a lot of it.
Yes, we have tonight. I can agree more, Preston, on that.
Pereira showing what he believes Ratinho did. The line judge did not think that there was ill intent there. Renshaw just rose up, actually won the ball, and then was called for the foul initially, but they're going to take that away, and it looks like HU will have a free kick here just on the other side of midfield. So right at 15 minutes remaining, Foresters need a goal to try to tie this one up, and another stoppage in play. As now the coaching staff from Bethel as Lacombe is also trying to discuss with the referee. And now we're going to have another stoppage in play. So still just 14:59 on the clock as this referee crew tries to figure out what exactly the next step is that they'd like. If they're asking where the elbow was, it's right about where the Bethel player is standing. And it's going to be a drop ball for HU, and they did not even make Sharaf Amal move back 10 yards. Ball sent towards the middle. Stepping up and keeping away are the Pilots once again. It goes out to midfield. Coven Drenth pulls it down with the left foot. Pukliang will play it ahead to Sam Dolo Bapu. And he keeps possession. Dolobapu plays it out wide to the left side. This is Tiago Costa, who cuts it back and shoots.
Oh, a little too high there for Costa there.
And he had a chance, but just couldn't get the right connection. It stays 2-1 Bethel. Now 14:20 left on the clock. Both sides have had a lot to say to really both opponents tonight, but also for HU, they feel like they've had some calls that have been gone the wrong way as Niehaus tries to wait a little extra time here to send this goal kick. Little gamesmanship going on by both sides. Header down by the Foresters, but out of play. It'll be another throw-in for Bethel. Seen some late fireworks from this Foresters side. They scored with less than 30 seconds left the first game of the year, and they would love to have some late night success here again tonight against a conference opponent in the Bethel Pilots. Long ball sent out of play. Dan Pellegrin asking for a ball to be played in quickly. Now 13 minutes remaining. Coach Russ Lawson going to make
another
two more changes. Make it 3 as Leland's back in. Looks like Coelho also coming back in, and Igor Barbieri. So the Foresters with Leland want to try to work down the right side with all that speed. Barbieri, obviously a prolific goal scorer. Over 20 goals in his HU career. See if he can add another to an already really successful time with HU. Ratinho takes a big touch, keeps possession the second time, but then it's tapped away. Vargas picks it up. Borges collects in the middle, tight spot, sends it over to Ratinho. Foresters trying to run back at the defense. Barbieri cut one way, the pass went the other. Pukliang steps up, another collision kept alive by the freshman. And the Foresters regain possession. Crossing pass, intercepted right away as Vargas is back there to take control, and it finds the foot of Koketsu on the right side. He plays a low ball in. Drenth steps up, takes it away. Play starting to open up a little bit in this second half. Borges forward to Barbieri. Holds up play, he's knocked down, and no foul called once again. Barbieri maybe trying to sell that one there. Lifted ball, Foshi steps up, heads it a few times, now finds it down to his feet. Plays it over to Pukliang once again. Dolobapu now running through the middle. Hands it off to Coelho on the left side. Barbieri steps up. It's another pass intercepted by the Forester attack. Dolobapu has it down the left side. Stepped in. Once again, the Foresters keep possession through the middle, trying to find Borges. He's taken down from behind. It falls to Dolobapu again. Dolobapu spins, loses possession. And the Pilots will be able to pick it up and run back. Ratinho intercepts. And now the Foresters are going to be called for a foul on that one. It looked like Ratinho worked his way in, but he's the one called for a foul. Take a look at this. Ratinho wins the ball, and Leland steps up and knocks it away, and Ratinho's the one called for the foul. And once again, the linesman joins the action again.
Looks like the stoppage in play.
This linesman on the right side has wanted to be involved in every single discussion tonight, and he's done just that. As a discussion's going to be had, and a yellow card's going to be called this time on the Bethel Pilots. That one goes on Andres Lacumi. As the time is stopped at 10:52. A lot going on at the end of this match. So it will be the Pilots' ball after the foul is called. And the clock will start back up here now, under 11 minutes remaining. Long ball sent over to the right side of the Bethel attack, headed away by the Foresters, and now HU player down. And one of the Foresters upset once again. It looks like Costa on the right side. Left-footed cross, sent in, header towards the box, and nearly a goal scored once again by Bethel. As trying to get his foot in on that one was Bresci.
Too many missed opportunities on that shot on goal there for Bethel.
Still 10 minutes remain. HU trying to find an answer. Bethel trying to put this one away. Pellegrin lifts one right over the midfield mark. Borges rises up. He's knocked down, stepped in. Coelho takes it away. Leland working in the middle. Barbieri once again not on the same page as Owen. Foresters trying to pressure a little bit here towards the end of this match. Pilots have had a lot of possession. They continue to work down the right side. That time they run out of room. Foresters try to play it quick. And it looks like the Foresters will need to take it back a little further to throw it in. .9:30 remaining in the match. Dolobapiu has the touch in the midfield. It finds Drenth, who touches it past the defender. He'll go to Borges, plays it out wide to Foshi. Leland roaming down the right side. Ratinho up ahead as well. They'll choose to go to Pedro Borges. Borges through the middle. Another interception, though, as it's a bad pass for the Foresters, and this could be a big spot in the game here as Bethel fights back. Foresters, all 11 playing defense to come back into the play. Header out of play this time by the Pilots. That was Pereira stepping up as Ratinho was trying to run it down. Ball in here, Borges steps in. Leland goes to the middle with Sam Dolobapiu. Barbieri steps up. Igor looking to get another goal in here for the Foresters. He's knocked down, and it's kept away once again by the Pilots on the right side, and then knocked off of Barbieri for a throw-in. Be another sub, as it looks like the Pilots want some fresh legs towards the end of this match. Vargas Talamontes coming in. Excuse me, Vargas Talamontes heading out. Gonzalez Maza coming back into the match with 8 minutes remaining. Long throw over the midfield mark. The Pilots trying to possess it right in front of the HU bench. Kept alive by the Foresters, then knocked out of play. And it's going to be an HU throw-in.
Time's running out here, Preston.
Yep, Foresters going to have to work quick on the attack. They looked a little more fluid in that first half. Trying to find a way to get back into the groove here in the second half with just 7:40 remaining. Pukliang with the right foot swings it into the box. He's looking for Ratinho, who pulls it down on his left foot. Shot blocked away, and then Niehaus steps in and makes an easy save as Ratinho.
That was a good play there for Niehaus there to get that save there for Bethel.
Ratinho was looking to score another one. Tied for the HU lead on the year with 6, and just a crucial interception, or deflection I should say, from that back line of the Pilots. Pukliang wants to work quick down the left side. Bouncing ball, now flipped out of play.
That's going way out of there.
7 minutes left. Ball in the middle. Dolobapiu knocks over the defender.
Looks like towards the highway there on that kick.
Yeah, that one went way out of here as the Pilots were able to collect again on defense. Dolobapiu working a little too hard here to get through Lukumi. And that time the Foresters called for a foul. Foshi tracking back. He'll head it back towards his Forester defenders. Coven Drenth pulls it down, working against the Bethel Pilots attack. Drenth tries to flip one up ahead to Dolobapiu. Instead, it falls back to the Pilots. Down the right side goes Bethel before another interception from Pukliang, but then it's played out for a throw-in. A lot of space for Sharafa Mall. He scored 1 goal tonight. He's been right in the middle about everything the Pilots have done. Borges steps up, drops it back to Coelho. He looks to go across the pitch to Foshi. They'll play it back to their goalkeeper, Dan Pellegrin. Leland, Ratinho, Costa, and Barbieri wait up top. See if some of these midfielders and defenders can put together something special to even this one up. Lost possession in the middle from Drenth. Borges able to tap it back to Foshi. He's got it again. Borges plays one ahead. Barbieri roaming, headed away. Costa will step up and collect. Thiago Costa drops it back to Sam Dolobapiu. Thought about a shot, cuts back with his left foot. Now plays it over to the top of the 18-yard box. Left side, Forrester's looking for options. Niehaus rises up and collects that one. As running in behind there was Owen Leland.
That was a good save there for Bethel there.
Niehaus will drop it down as he continues to try to take more time and in this match as soon as possible.
Looks
now
like
under
time's
5
running
minutes.
out for the Foresters.
Pukliang throws it down the left side, trying to get to Ratinho. Pilots once again doing a nice job controlling possession. Leland thought about going in for that ball. Forrester's back in possession for a moment. You can see the Pilots working back on defense with every single step. For the Foresters, more men being pushed forward. Foshi sends a long searching ball to the left side. Costa couldn't get on the end of it. It'll fall back to Sam Dolobapiu, who has to play it back in the middle part of the defense, and the midfielder, Coven Drenth. Drenth now throws one out wide. Leland gets on the end of it. Leland searching for options in the box. Left-footed cross in the middle, rising up and getting a head on it, whereas the Foresters just not enough pace to beat Niehaus as it goes over the bar.
That was just a good play there for the Foresters. Just a little bit too much there.
Couldn't get the right angle on that attack. It was a really good chance for HU, really one of the few here in the second half. But it would have been a header from a long ways, and it would have had to have been perfect to beat Niehaus, who's a really solid goalkeeper. .359 remaining on the clock. HU down 1 to the number 7 team in the nation, the Bethel Pilots. It looks like they're off sides there, and they were. So it'll be a free kick for HU. Foresters working quickly to get back to the right spot and looking for the game-tying goal, I should say. Ratinho flips it on to Barbieri. Igor with the left shoulder is called for a foul there as he went right into the chest of Martins. Barbieri and Martins get there at the same time, and then Martins goes down a little too easily. Clock will be stopped once again. As still down is Martins. And Barbieri having a little chat with Martins there. And Martins now asking for a sub if Coach Pinto will grant him with one. Barbieri just trying to play physical. We've seen a lot of physical play tonight. He's also seen a fair share of fouls called like that this evening. Pellegrin will easily collect this through ball and play it quickly as he finds Drenth right outside the 18-yard box.
Got 3 minutes to think of something here if you're Coach Lawson and the Foresters.
Foresters continue to give the ball away, though, as this is another chance for Bethel, and that nearly put this one away as Bresci had a chance to beat Pellegrin. It falls off the bar once again, off of the post. Bethel nearly put this one to bed with another crucial interception on the back line. It's come too often in this second half for HU, just a little too careless on that back line right now. They'll work through the middle and down the left side with Thiago Costa. It's knocked out of play. It's another Bethel throw-in. 2:26 remaining.
Looks like an HU throw-in here, not a Bethel throw-in.
Pukliang throws it up ahead. Pilots control it for a moment. Now trying to run it down his strength. They'll have to play it back to Pellegrin. Foshi open on the right side. Skipping ball finds Cooper's feet. Foresters got to push forward with Borges now in possession. Long ball sent towards Tiago Costa. He's able to keep it in play and now cuts it back the other way. And it's called just over the line, as it's going to be another Bethel throw-in.
Looks like time is running out here for the Foresters here.
It'll be a sub for Bethel, as it looks like it was a throw-in there. And the clock will be stopped for this change as Coach Pinto trying to get one more set of fresh legs in the match. We can't see the angle over there, but the coaching staff for HU did not think that ball maybe went completely over the line. We'll see if Foresters have some magic left in them here with less than 2 minutes remaining.
Let's see, the magic will happen here for the Foresters.
Foshi got it on his right foot, plays it up ahead to Leland. Leland tries working past the defender, still has the ball on the right side. Works it back to Foshi, has to come meet it. Trying to go back to Leland, and another crucial interception by the defense of Bethel, and now they'll work through the middle. Midfielder here, and Gutierrez doing a nice job keeping possession. Sharaf Amal and the Pilots trying to just play a little keep away right now with the Foresters. Ball sent ahead, trying to chase it down is Koketsu. He does just that. A stumble on the wet surface may have just saved HU a third goal. Foresters knocked down on the backside. Tiago Costa called for a foul. And it was a shove straight in the back, and now the clock's still running with 48 seconds left.
Looks like HU's running out of time here. But like you said too, Preston, 30 seconds. It could be like that.
See if the Foresters have one answer here, just half a minute left in the match. Top of the 18-yard box, Drenth had a defender on his back, nothing called. Foresters onside here with Dolobapu. Pulls it down in the box, takes a swing, it's knocked away, and falls down to the Pilots. One final run here for HU with 15 seconds left. Foshi lifts it over to Borges, it's headed away, and now 10 seconds remain. Foresters gonna run out of time, it looks like, here against the Pilots. Final ball sent in, nothing happening for the Foresters, and the Bethel Pilots come into King Stadium and get a 2-1 victory over Huntington University here tonight. A really hard-fought match by these two sides. It was 2 goals in the first half, just 1 in the second half, but that is the separating goal here tonight. Martins had a goal, Sharaf Amal had a goal, and for the Foresters, it was Sam Dolobapu, a hard-fought match here tonight. Foresters just come up a little short, Ross.
Yeah, there was a lot of physicality tonight. I really liked it. I mean, it was a hard-fought game. I mean, Bethel is a good team here, no matter what you play. HU put up a great fight here tonight, here at King Stadium.
The Foresters just run out of steam in that second half. Bethel had a lot of great chances there in that second part of the match. The Foresters couldn't get it done here tonight, but we'll see what is up next. For Preston Husband and Ross Gosnell, it's been another production of FDN Sports, and we will see you next time.